Asher. And Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with
Zebulon from Norway.
Nice. And who are your other members here?
This is Torstein.
And this is Frodo, the drummer.
My name is Oddmund.
Nice. And how'd you get the Bloodstock?
We won the Norwegian version of the Metal to the Masses.
I love that.
They got us a ticket for the new Blood Stage, which we are very happy to be here and play Bloodstock. It's such a great festival.
It is an amazing festival, and you know what? I've talked to a lot of the New Blood bands. I didn't even know that Metal to the Masses went outside the whole UK area, so that's really cool. Like, I thought I might have knew, but when you said Norway, I'm like, wow, they went all the way over there. That's freaking cool, because that's what's great about Bloodstock. It's giving exposure to bands that might not get it, and it's creating our whole metal community to get bigger and a bigger family. And that's what I love, and I'm glad you're here.
It is, and all the bands playing here on the main stage now, they've been through the pub playing gigs, stuff like that in the past, so we have to start somewhere.
That's right. The last interview I just did, first time they were on New Blood, they won Metal to the Masses. Second time they were on the Sophie Lancaster Stage, and this time the main stage. So that's where you'll be too.
Let's hope that's the latter for us as well.
So how would you describe your music to our listeners that have never heard you guys before?
Well, if you like the classic doom stuff like Candlemass or Trouble or those kind of bands, that's pretty much what we aim for, and then give it a twist with some rhythmic changes and stuff like that. So the classic doom, slow and heavy.
So here's a good question. Since you're in Norway, is there so many doom bands in Norway because of 6 months of darkness and winter? Because like I would be like, that would make me a doom band, okay? Is that what happens? Like, there's so much great music that comes out of those Scandinavian countries, and I think it's like, we got nothing better to do when it's winter, right?
Well, in the wintertime, we just lock up in the rehearsal rooms and just practice some new riffs and hope for the best.
There you go.
In the summertime, we go out here and play.
See? That's the way it is, right? I love it. And what is it for each one of you that moment in time that you knew this is what you wanted to do?
Well, the thing about playing live is you go around being nervous before, but when you're actually on stage and playing, it's the best feeling. You just don't want it to end. So I've never played a set that was too long. You always want to just keep going and feed off the energy from the crowd, and
That's so true, too, because I'm also, besides doing the radio, and I get up on stage for that, but I'm also a motivational speaker, and every time before I get on stage, I'm like really nervous, and I'm in my head going over everything. The minute that I turn on the mic, it's gone. I'm just in the zone.
Yeah, I joined the band after hearing the first riff he made, and I just saw this is a stadium song. And I envisioned that one day I'm gonna sit on top of the drum podium and just see the crowd all over there and play that song. But we didn't play that song today.
But when you were up on that podium and you were looking at the crowd here at Bloodstock, did it blow your mind that for your set, it was that crowded?
It was just amazing to play here. It was so I enjoyed every single second of it. It was fantastic. So really, really want to continue doing this stuff here. Yeah, it's really fun.
And how have you guys been treated here at Bloodstock by all the staff and like just the way they handle the festival?
Well, they've been treating us very nice. We arrived, they point us to where we have to park, where we have to load our gear, and they say, now we can do this, now we can do that. And when we finished the set, it was just like half a minute, and then everything was off the stage because they just came and helped us with everything. So it's just truly amazing.
It makes it so much better for you, right? Because a lot of times gigs can be super stressful that by the time you get on stage, you've dealt with a lot of bull crap. And then when you come to something like this, it just makes it so much better, right?
Yeah, starting at our level when we have to do everything ourselves, carrying the gear, setting up the gear, everything like that. And then you just have a few helping hands. That means quite much.
Yeah,
I mean,
totally.
in a couple of years, maybe we have some roadies, but you never know what happens. And then we can just show up and, oh, here's your guitar, here's your bass, here's your drums. But we're not there yet.
And it's different nowadays, right? Like back in the 80s, I remember I was a teenager and I roadied just because I wanted to hang out. And like, don't pay me, I don't need it. Nowadays it seems like you don't really have that anymore where people just, everybody volunteers to roadie for you because they just want to hang out with the band. Like, am I right? Do you find that people are like, they more want something in return for helping you out opposed to in the old days?
Well, I don't know. I was not in a band in the old days back in the 80s, but I can imagine that it was, at least in the States, much bigger scene and all these bands growing up, coming out of all the clubs and stuff like that they had. But, of course, they also had their friends helping them out in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
totally.
We have friends helping us out, driving car maybe, or loading some stuff if we need it.
What's been the best thing about Bloodstock for you guys so far?
Well, of course, playing is probably, but yeah, it's been a lot of great bands playing. I really enjoyed Famine yesterday. It was one of my favorites. Just the atmosphere. Everyone's really friendly. Yeah, you can just go around, talk to people, and yeah, it's a good atmosphere.
We're a big family.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, actually, I'm really impressed by the quality of the band on the new Blood stage. It's every band has something really special, so it's an honor for us to come here and play on such a scene like that. Yeah.
See, I love hearing that too because what I found about metal to the masses is all the bands, they don't feel like they're in competition with each other. They're all supporting each other and they're happy for where everybody goes. And that's what's cool here because that's not always the case.
Yeah, I totally agree to that, yeah.
So I noticed your Striper patch, okay? And I want to bring it up because you're going to laugh. I actually watched Striper open for Slayer. Can you imagine that? This is my original battle vest.
Yeah, that's old school. That's cool.
Slayer
Right?
and Metallica, yeah.
Slayer didn't even have a patch then, so I had to do this. Then you got like Dark Angel just came out with a new album, and they're on there. I interviewed Gene, and I was like, do you recognize that logo? Handmade, not like nowadays. You had to. We had no choice. They didn't have pre-made vests then, and we didn't have the money either. So what's next after Bloodstock?
Next after Bloodstock would be to wait for the record company to press our first record.
Whoa.
It will be out this fall on Apollon Records in Norway.
Nice.
We released the first single from the album yesterday on Friday. And now it takes the time to press the vinyl and the CDs. We're waiting for the cover art to be finished these days. And that will be the door opener, we hope, to get on another trip to UK or other countries and play small pub gigs or even bigger gigs like festivals.
Yeah, you gotta go to like Hellfest. I'm putting it out there that you're gonna play Hellfest.
Yeah, you never know.
Right?
You never know. But then we have to learn some French first, I guess.
Probably.
Yeah. Excuse my French.
So how do people reach out to you on the web, on socials, check out your music, buy your merch? They can't listen to my show unless they buy your merch, by the way, because people don't realize that's the only way you get to the next gig. There are no quote-unquote rock stars getting money thrown at them nowadays. It's a lot of work to be an artist.
Yeah.
And, like, support your artists so they'll come and play a gig in your town.
Yeah. We ran actually a small campaign on Instagram a couple of weeks ago just to, as we said, raise some money for the flights. And
Yeah,
then we sold
see?
like 10 shirts in one day, but it doesn't happen every day. But that is the thing that makes money for the bands like us.
Yeah.
Selling shirts, selling merchandise, and
Totally.
just people being supportive through Bandcamp and stuff, that they will pay for the songs we actually have
Exactly,
released.
because Spotify don't pay you shit. And I'll say it straight out. You don't have to say it. Yeah. I'll say it. So what is your Bandcamp? What are your socials? All that stuff.
We're on Bandcamp and Instagram and Facebook, and we have a YouTube channel. Released a lyric video as well for the song yesterday, so you can check it out on YouTube.
Nice.
Zebulon on YouTube.
Nice.
Zebulon Doom. Zebulon
right.
with a Z.
Cool. Well, you know, if you send me your MP3s too, I'll put them on the rotation in the station. Because you guys are
Excellent.
badass. I'm glad you're here at Bloodstock, and thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Thank you for having us.
You got it.
Michelle Kerr was my press officer for my entire fucking career here in the UK. My entire career with Machine Head. She recently passed away, and it was a very, very sad day. And I can tell you the reason that I'm going to tell this story is because she was family. She was Bloodstock family. She was heavy metal UK family. Most of the bands that you know and love, you probably heard of because of that woman right there. Slipknot, Slayer, Machine Head, Trivium, Killswitch Engage, Hatebreed, you name it. She helped lift everybody up, man. She helped lift everybody up. And in so many ways, she helped make this entire music scene, this incredible, beautiful community that lives here at Bloodstock, man. She helped make it. So ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Michelle Kerr.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.